Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Cinder, and today, guys, we are starting back up again with the Forza Horizon 3 videos. I did this before when I started the channel way back earlier this year and late of last year, but now we are back, starting up the channel again and bringing back the first Forza video of this restart. And in today's video, guys, we have the most amazing car in this game, the Lamborghini Centenario. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the build and tune on it and basically what makes it so great. So let's go ahead and hop into the video. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and hop right into the build. First off, you guys are going to go over to conversion, and in drivetrain swap, you're going to want to change it, or well, not change it, but keep it at the stock drivetrain as all-wheel drive. You don't want rear wheel drive. As you can see, acceleration and launch goes down by a lot, and that's not going to help you. Next up is aspiration. We're going to go to a twin turbo. That's all for conversion. You're going to go to aero appearance next. For front bumper, I put on the race front bumper. And then for the rear wing, I put on the race rear wing. As you can see, there actually is a big difference in handling if you put the race rear wing on, so I highly recommend it. Not that if you keep it off, it's going to have bad handling, but it definitely does not hurt to have better handling at all. So that is aero and appearance. Next up, we have tires and rims. For tire compound, guys, we have the stock tire compound. You can use the Horizon race tire compound, but the stock compound already is a race compound, and I use these wheels because I feel like it fits my paint job of this car. Next up is the front and rear width. For the front width, you want the biggest ones, the 275mm tires. Next up is the rear width. I have the biggest ones, the 375mm tires. You can see these are very, very wide tires. They give you a lot of acceleration, though, which is good. I did not mess with rim style or rim size, so you guys can kind of customize and do what you want there, but I did not mess with rim style or rim size. Next up is drivetrain. And drivetrain, you're basically just going to max everything out to the race setting, so race transmission, race driveline, and race differential. Next up is platform and handling. In springs and dampers, I have it on these stock springs and dampers because this one is just the rally one, and that's just going to raise it up. As you can see, it does mess with handling a little bit. Next up is the reinforcement. It just has a normal roll cage. I think it has a roll cage already in it, so I didn't really mess with that at all. Next up is weight reduction. I have a race weight reduction put on this car. Next up, after you're done in platform and handling, we have the engine area, and this is again the same thing as well, I forget the name of it, but anyways, you're going to put everything up to race setting again. As you can see, just everything's up to the race setting all the way up to flywheel, and you'll finish off with a race flywheel. Once you put the upgrade on the car, obviously you're just going to go ahead and purchase it. Shouldn't cost too much, and if you had enough to buy the car, you should have enough to go ahead and purchase this upgrade. Next up is the free part. You're going to go over to tuning. In tuning, for gearing, we just put the final drive all the way down towards speed, and I did not mess with any of these other gears. If you guys want to mess with that, you guys totally can, but I don't really like to mess with these. I just keep it how they are. Next up is the springs. As you can see, the ride height for both the front and the rear is all the way down. Again, I didn't mess with anything up here, though. Next up is aero. For the front, everything's at cornering, which gives this thing way, way better handling, and then the rear is all the way down, so you have as much speed as you can get. Next up, for the front, acceleration is all the way to 100%, deceleration is at 0. And then same thing for the rear. And then I have the balance at 63%. I think I am going to go ahead and change that to 50% though. So that is everything here. If you guys want to try my paint job on this car, I don't know if I can pull it up right now. But I think if you go to find new designs, and the recommended designs, it should be somewhere in here. And again, there's some really cool paint jobs. If you guys like the one here, it is made by General J Rod, I guess his name is. If you guys want to go check him out, go do that, I guess. Just, Xbox friend. But anyways, I really like this paint job, so I went ahead and took it. There's other cool ones here though that I might end up taking later on, but this is the one I went with if you guys want to try it out. But again, also, what makes this car so good is another question that I'm going to be answering in this video. So what makes the Centenario so good? Well, it's one of the fastest cars in the game. As you probably saw in the tuning area, its top speed was around 269.2 miles an hour, and sometimes it can't even hit 270. That's really the max for high speed in cars. I mean, the Jaguar D-Type can go 300 miles an hour, but that's in really specific circumstances. As you can see, guys, the acceleration on this thing is absolutely crazy. Cornering is amazing. You can really weave through cars well. That wasn't a good example, but Going around corners is really smooth. It's really good handling, and as you can see, the acceleration just way up there. You can really push this car on some corners, others not really. It's definitely best in races, not just kind of driving around because the entire road's open. But this thing definitely does do very well on the road. I especially recommend this for any on-road races, but especially the Goliath race. If you guys don't know what the Goliath race is, it's basically about a 10-minute lap race that goes around the entire perimeter of the map. It takes a while, but it's all on road, and this is probably the best car to use for that race. It's absolutely amazing on there. I mean, you really... If somebody else is using a chance in R, unless they're really bad at driving, you probably don't... That was bad. You probably don't stand a chance in winning the race unless you're just a really good driver. Again, it's not like all hope is lost if you don't have this car, but I definitely recommend saving up for it. It's only about 2.3 million credits, so it's not too much. You can probably save up for a little bit and end up buying this car, and if you need to, use the free upgrade perk in the perk shop. But anyways, guys, that is going to conclude this video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you really enjoyed the video and want to see more Forza Horizon 3 videos, make sure to hit the like button. And if there's specific Forza videos you guys want to see in the future, make sure to comment that down below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to go hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell button so you guys never miss a video from me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.